Hello darlings, welcome to my video. Why am I holding this pen? Oh, whatever. I like to hold things, okay? It helps me concentrate. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit different because I have to use my phone to film this video because my camera does not want to charge at all in the way that I've been charging it lately. It just refused to charge. And the charger that I got with the camera, since I bought it in Japan, it does not have a USB adapter like you have usually a little box with a loading thing and then you have a cord and it's a USB and you can like switch adapter to it. No, this one had one of these things and it's only for a Japanese what's it called? I don't know what it's called, but you understand what I mean. You understand what I mean. I'm not English, or English speaking at all. I'm Swedish, so I don't know every English word there is out there. Sorry. Alright, so if you haven't read the title, which would be very weird, today's video is about a book ramble. The Bartimaeus Trilogy. The Bartimaeus Trilogy, I read as a kid with most books that I've been talking about. I love the series and I finally found the books again in a secondhand shop and I was so happy. I remember it so well and it's been such a big inspiration for myself in life and in my own writing. I think Jonathan Stroud, the author, is amazing. I do actually want to read his other books. This one is about Bartimaeus, a djinn, a demon, whatever you like to call it. And I love him. In fact, I had a crush on him when I was a kid. Creepy, but yeah. We all had those weird crushes once upon a time. It happens. I found the first books in my school library. The same library I've been finding every other book in my life. I saw the book kind of popping up on a few book sites or book groups on Facebook that I'm in. And I found that people just didn't like them. And some love them, of course. Of course, it's just 50-50 and it's like, people like what they like. And I can't actually understand why they don't like them. Something that I found that people disliked about the book is because in the second and third part, it's more focused on Nathaniel. Nathaniel is the wizard, and he's the one who controls the djinn, Bartimaeus. So yeah, Nathaniel is the wizard and he was more focused in those two books. I personally don't mind that because I actually like Nathaniel. Everyone seemed to like Kitty, but I found her a bit annoying, not too annoying. I usually find those kind of characters super annoying, which is why I have a problem with JI books. YI books, not JI. YI books, because they kind of have that silly kind of female characters that I just can't stand. That's supposed to be strong but has to be saved all the time. But Kitty wasn't like that. She isn't completely like that. I just didn't find her. I found her story more interesting in the beginning of the second book and in the third book. I did like her in the third book. But the end of the second book, I just had a very hard time with her plot line, sadly, because she isn't that kind of pathetic character that I just hate. So what is this book about? Maybe I should talk about that before I start talking about anything else. Do you see? This is the rambling part about these videos. So the story takes place in London. I don't know what kind of year it's supposed to be, but it's kind of like a different kind of Harry Potter world, you could say. But I find it better than Harry Potter. I'm sorry, kill me all you want, but I personally like it better than Harry Potter. It's about wizards, of course, or sorcerers, who do not have powers of their own, but they do summon creatures like demons and jinns. And these jinns are taken from their own dimension and put into there and have to serve them because of magic. I can't really explain myself, but it's a really cool world. And in here, it's the government of England or Great Britain are kind of the powerful wizards. It just bestows of wizards and no really non-wizard people, non-magic people. And the first book is about how a kid named Nathaniel. The wizards in this world are not allowed to keep their true names, and usually they have to kind of forget them. Because if a jinn or even another wizard find out about their true name, they have more control over them. They can do things to them. And the jinns and demons that they summon, they can push back the magic on. Instead, the punishment magic that you can push, that the wizards push on the demons can then push back. Which is kind of a very cool idea, because there are several kind of magics where your true name is super important. I've seen it in Lies of Lochlamore as well, The Gentleman Bastard Weekend. When is that book coming out? I've been reading for years. Come on, write the book. I want to read. No, but I find that a really interesting idea, and I really love that kind of magic. The summoning magic and the power in a name. That's really cool. I really like that. So yeah, it's about Nathaniel, who's recently come to this wizard. He's not allowed to stay with their wizards are not allowed to stay with their parents or families. They are usually being sold to the government to become wizards as kids. No adults, just kids. And he was sent to this man, well, that isn't that kind of a powerful wizard. He's kind of a wimp and not that good with magic. But he gets sent to him as an apprentice, and we can follow his life there and how he gets greatly insulted by another wizard who, as a kid, he's always a kid here, who gets, and he wants his revenge, and that's when he summons Bartimaeus. I don't think I should talk more about it. That's just a brief summary of what's it about. But I'm gonna talk a bit about Bartimaeus, who is my favorite character in the whole series. And I think plenty of people have him as a favorite as well. Which is why I'm a bit sad that he doesn't get more screen time. I just wish he was more in the books and had more show when we more followed his story rather than Nathaniel's and Kitty's. Kitty is a character that will come in the second book. So if you read the first book and be like, oh, who's this Kitty person? She will come in the second book. But yeah, I do like all the characters. But Bartimaeus is my favorite, and I wish he had been more in focus even more. Because he is in focus, but I want him to be even more in focus, because he has this personality, this kind of a bastard personality where he's just so sarcastic, and his jokes and everything. I love it. I also love that he has kind of a sensitive side that he just doesn't want to show, but he's more open-minded to things, and I used to love that about him. He was such a big inspiration as well. I had a crush on him because he and I are kind of like-minded in some sort of way. How can you be like-minded to a demon? No, wait, they're not demons. He's a djinn. That's right. What are my thoughts about this book series? As I've said before, I love them, but what is it that I love with them? As I said previously, I love the world. I love the world building. I love how he's been thinking through everything. I also love how the magic is out in the open, because in other stories they're usually quite hidden and it's not as, how to say it, popular, usual to see. It's like something shh. And I prefer it when the magic is more out in the open, showing the magic of the world and explain it more. This world really gripped me, and I wish I had more stories, not just about Bartimaeus, Nathaniel, and Kitty, but more stories about this world in general. As I said, these books were a big inspiration for me as a young adult, a kid, a teenager. I read these books the first time when I actually started to get into fantasy, and it really pushed me more into the fantasy world. Because previously I just read, what's it called? Harry Potter. I had seen the movies, I didn't read Harry Potter. My father read them to me, my mother, but I didn't personally read them. I didn't really pay much attention to them when they read it for me. I had also seen the Lord of the Rings movies and stuff like that, and I had read the Belgrade and stuff, but I hadn't actually read that much fantasy that it's a bit more present time that I really liked. As I said, Harry Potter was okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's a okay kid book. It's okay movies. To me, it's just okay. It's not terrible. It's not fantastic. It's just okay. Not something I would really read or watch again, you know. If you love it, go for it. But I personally have not seen these kind of stories before, and it kind of gripped me so much, like seeing an open magic world in that sense, and just, I don't know, I still love that kind of sorts, which is why I kind of love Robin Hobb's books, and as I said, Gentleman Bostic Secrets, and I wish I had more books like that, and I knew more authors like that. If you know more, please send it in the comments below, because I want more recommendations for books that I can read that are more fantasy based with magic and stuff, because I love that shit. I'm talking a bit quietly, I hope you can hear me, but my parents are home and I don't want to shout and be loud because they're gonna come in here and ask questions about what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't think I've been talking much. I don't feel like I've been talking much about the books, but I just can't say too much about it because I feel like I'm gonna spoil everything. I just want to sit here and talk about everything, what's happening in the book, but I just can't, because then it's gonna be fun for you guys. It's not these books, these book videos, these book rambles are not book reviews. It's just me liking to ramble about books and just be passionate about something, and hopefully finding and attracting people who like the same kind of books and want to discuss them and talk to them about them, and you'd be like, fangirl about it, because I see people fangirls about games and stuff, and I'm like, I don't really like games that much, or series or movies, and I don't really care much for series. Movies, yeah, but not series. And I've never been able to become like fangirling about stuff, except for books. For books, I can fangirl all day long, and I just love it. I have a whole book pile over there, and those are just books that I think I'm gonna read soon. It's a very slow period for me when it comes to reading, so I don't think I've been saying much about the stories, about the books, but I do recommend them for younger people, but as for older people as well, because I love them still, and I'm 22 years old, soon 23. Soon 23. Yikes. So this was the end of this book ramble. Book rambles are a sort of thing I do where I talk about books that I like and dislike and just ramble on about them. Try not to spoil the books too much. It's not a book review. I have a hard time with doing book reviews, and I just want to sit here and talk instead of just thinking about, oh yeah, I need to think about that, I need to give out this and blah blah blah. And if you enjoy these videos, I don't expect anyone to do that, then I'm happy that you do. That means that maybe these aren't pointless. Maybe these videos aren't pointless. Yeah, they probably are. Whatever. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya, darlings. Make fun of me. It's fine. It's fine. I give you permission to make fun of me.